Hello everyone, my name is Harold and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remake. Last time we started out Jill's campaign. We found out we know where Barry is now, so that's good. But also, it doesn't seem like Barry's doing so good. I kind of don't know what to make of Barry right now, because at first he seemed like a cool guy. You know, he saved us from getting crushed by the ceiling. He saved us from being a Jill sandwich, which was nice of him. But then he wouldn't sing to us. He wouldn't play the piano to us and serenade us. He didn't help us when we were poisoned. And then later, I think he tried to sing for us over the radio, but it sounded terrible. Like I'm sorry, Barry, but it did. And then, excuse me, and then he was talking to himself about destroying stars or some kind of nonsense like that. And also, sounds like his family is being held hostage, but why would he be holding his own family hostage? So maybe Barry wasn't talking to himself. I don't know. Either way, it seems like he's not doing so good. Maybe we should keep an eye on him. I mean, Richard's gone, we don't know where Chris is. Barry's really all we've got left. So, once again, we're slowly pushing these crates to make a bridge. And this time I'm going to try to make sure they're all lined up just right. Last time they were slightly off. Not a big deal. I was still able to cross the bridge, but I think I've come to realize within the last year or so that I think I'm kind of OCD, and looking back now, I think that's always been the case. I've always been kind of OCD, but didn't know the term for it or whatever. But, you know, kind of like OCD in the sense that I like things to be symmetrical and even like that. That's just beautiful. How am I doing on health? I'm fine. I guess that green herb can sit there. And when we were here as Chris, it triggered a cutscene. Oh, I guess there is still a cutscene. It triggered a cutscene with Richard where he got eaten by a giant shark. But that's not going to happen this time, because this time Richard has already been eaten by a giant snake. There really is no way to save Richard. I know I've said there's different endings, you know, different characters that survive. Throw that key away. Depending on things you do in the game, like getting the MO discs. But it doesn't matter what you do in this game. Richard's gonna die. He's either gonna die from the poison, you know, from when Jan bit him that first time, or he's gonna be eaten by either Jan or the Neptune, this big shark, later. Drain the water. And now for a super tense puzzle.
Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
So I think I'm supposed to release the safety first, yeah? Yep. And then I try to lower the pressure shelter, but it's not gonna work. Oh, nope. This way.
Of pressure threshold.
I know, I can see it. You don't gotta shout it out me. Press number 1. I, oh, wow. That's... that...
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
I wasn't expecting that to actually work on the first try. I can't remember a time where that's ever actually worked on the first try. Safety's been released.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Yeah, if I keep examining the same thing over and over again, trust me, I'm not intentionally doing that. I am just spamming the X button right now. Because this is kind of a tense situation, but it all worked out. And now I can just safely drain the water. If I can actually get to the switch for it. There we go. And when we were playing as Chris, there were some shotgun shells out here. I'm not sure if they're going to be shotgun shells or grenade rounds for Jill, because, you know, Jill has a little more weapon variety than Chris does, and with that comes ammo variety, which changes what kind of ammo spawns at what point. So, yep, those are grenade shells. I gotta come out here and get a key, I believe. An outhouse key. No, oh no, the shark's still alive. But not for long. Now he's dead, so we can safely get the key. Gallery key. Which I believe this key is gonna be able to get me into the area where I can start to deal with Plant 42 in a different way than we dealt with him as Chris, which is not the way that I want to deal with it. In a sense, it's better, and it's also worse. It makes dealing with Plant 42 easier, but it's also more time-consuming, and unfortunately, it does involve a little bit of math. Nothing super complicated, but I suck at math. I always have. I always will. But luckily it's pretty basic math, even in, you know, even in my, like, the tired state that I'm currently in, should be able to figure it out relatively easy. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is the room's gonna fill with poison gas and I'm gonna die. But that's just the absolute worst case scenario. Use the residence key, throw it away. So, I'm gonna head back over here and get the red book now. I did it earlier than I did it now when I was playing as Chris, but there's a reason for that. It's because I wanted to be able to actually get into the gallery there. Because my reason for coming back here is twofold. One, to get the red book, and two, to basically figure out a password. Am I out of ammo? That is not the time when you want to be running out of shotgun shells. Oh, I hate spiders. Okay, we are poisoned, but that's okay. There's a blue herb out here. And that spider shouldn't respawn. Take that blue herb, and I mean, I am in yellow caution, but there should also be a first aid box in here. So I'm not super worried about it. Oh, there's a green herb here, all by its lonesome, so I'll take that. Get the shotgun shells. Good. That's convenient because I just ran out. You get the red book. Alright, now we're gonna go up over here, which is a screen that you guys didn't get to see when I was playing as Chris because there was no reason to come up here. But there's actually a pool table here. Sorry, a pool table here. And so this is the pool balls are actually the colors and the numbers. It's this whole thing with the password that I need. So yellow 5, green 6, red 3. Yellow 5, green 6, red 3. Yellow 5, green 6, red 3. And it is possible to get into this room that I'm going to as Chris, but I can't do what I'm about to do as Chris. Like, I think there might be a way that Rebecca can do it, but that didn't happen. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I think it was yellow 5, green 6, red 3, I think. That's why I was worried about changing subject, because I was worried I might forget the password, but I figured me just repeating the password over and over again would get old. Yellow 5, green 6, red 3? No, but that's okay, because I know red was 3, and I know yellow was 5, so we're going to do this until we find the right button. Or not. Okay. Green 6. Red 5. Yellow... It was red 5... There we go. Sometimes all you gotta do is press buttons. Oh. I don't have my instructions yet, though. Let me go get my instructions. So it was a file that I looked at when I was playing as Chris, but I just kind of glanced over it, and I can't actually get the instructions yet, but that's fine. It'll be just a moment, because I gotta get the insecticide spray. Not the bees! I guess I'll take this map. I haven't taken any other maps, but I kind of have to take this map. Yeah, I know there's a hole in the wall. I see a giant... Oh, no! That's what I get for spamming X. Oh, that was awesome. No, not... No. No. Alright. We're still good. Yeah, I just pressed X one too many times trying to get past the text as quickly as possible, and then next thing I knew, I examined the hole again and there were bees trying to kill me. Alright, so now I can get the key, so that I can get my instructions. Oh, handgun ammo. Now we got this key. Now I can go in here and get my chemistry instructions. I was never good at chemistry either. Wait, what am I... Oh, it's the white book that's in the bookcase, that's right. Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected. It's getting to that time of night again where I just can't English anymore, but it's alright. That's alright. We're gonna get through this. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. Yeah, so these are basically my instructions that I need to make V-Jolt, which is a chemical that, if I apply it on the roots of plant 42, which means I actually would have to go back to the aqua ring, which is why I'm like, this is kind of better, but it's also kind of worse, where if because the roots of the plant are actually down there in the aqua ring area. If I go down there, if I successfully make this chemical, go down to the aqua ring, to the roots of the plant, and apply the chemical on the roots of the plant, I believe it just instantly kills the plant, and then I don't even have to do the boss fight. So it's a lot slower, but it basically negates an entire boss fight. And this isn't really the way that I want to do it, but you guys already saw me fight the giant plant. You haven't seen this, so this is what I'm gonna do. Get some empty bottles. Something written on the wall. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 1 plus 6 is 7, 10 plus 7 is 17, 17 plus 3 is 20. I know that seems like no duh, but so V-Jolt is going to be what I get when I add up to 20, like it says on the wall. So in order to do that, I have to apply UMB number 3 to VP17. So I've got all my instructions right here. So we're starting with 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3, which means I believe water. I believe just straight water is number 1. There should be another empty bottle in here. There has to be, right? Oh no. Wait, or maybe. Okay, let's see. UMB number 30, you need a container to put. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But there are other empty bottles. Yep. So now I got UMB number 3. I believe that if I combine okay, yeah, so that got me NP4. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 is yellow. So I'd get that by combining 2 number 3s together. So I am in fact going to pick up this other empty bottle. So now I'm going to take 2 of these UMB number 3s, and if I combine those together, what? I get UMB number 3. I mean, I guess that makes sense because you just add these two things together and you're gonna end up with the same thing, yeah. Okay, so how's another way I can go about this then? How else could I get 3? Wait. Maybe if I get 4. If I get to 4 again and then add 3, wouldn't that get me 7? I don't know if that would end up working though. Because I gotta do 4 plus 6 to 10. 1 plus 6 is 7. Okay, so I definitely need to get 1 to 10 and 1 to 7, and then I'll combine those two to get 17, and then I just add UMB number 3 to that to get V-jolt. Okay. The question, how do I get... Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10. How do I get to 6? How do I get... That's how I get the yellow one. It's just a bottle over here. Oh my gosh. Yellow 6, take some? Yes. Boy, do I feel dumb. Okay. So we got 4 and 6, so we're going to add those together to get 10. Yes, UMB number 10. So now I need 7, which I'm going to get by adding 4 and 3, right? No, 4 plus 3 is 11. So I got my 1 to 10 now, so now I need 1 plus 6 to make 7. And then I add those two together. Okay. Is there no way to empty one that's already filled with chemicals? Because it would be a lot cooler if there was. Maybe I can just leave the room again? We'll see what that does. Because I've got this now. Just trying to about face or do the quick turn, and Jill was just moonwalking back into the door. That did not reset it. Well, okay. Okay, if I go drop off these Magnum rounds out of inventory space for that other free bottle. Free space for the empty bottle. It's just going up and down the box is really annoying, but it's better than getting grabbed by a tentacle. Do I have any other Magnum rounds in here? I do not. First one. Yeah, because I realized with the final boss fight with Chris, I actually didn't pick up all the Magnum ammo that I had in my inventory. They're actually two separate stacks. of Magnum rounds, and I just grabbed one. And it worked out fine. I had more Magnum ammo than I needed, as it turned out, but... Well, I want to make sure I don't make that mistake again. Alright, so now I got another free inventory space, so I can... Pretty sure I saw another empty bottle in there that I can pick up. Since apparently I can't dump chemicals out into a sink, I mean, I don't see what the problem with that is. Yeah, it was over here. Okay. Wait, are both of these bottles empty now? What happened there? Okay, I don't know. Whatever, I got my 10. So now I need my 7. Which means I just... That's right. Fill one of these empty bottles up with yellow 6. I fill the other one, Fiona, up with water. Okay, so this actually worked out pretty well. Maybe the game realized I messed up and took pity on me, I don't know. And I combine... I've got everything I need right here. I'm not even going to have to open close the menu again before I got V-Jolt. Check this out, check this out. So now I got 7. I combine 7 with 10, and then I combine 17 with 3, and I got V-Jolt. That was awesome. I got V-Jolt now. And unfortunately I've got a full inventory right now, so I am going to go... I guess I got to drop off these 3 empty bottles now. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my grenade launcher too. There might still be like some tentacles that I have to shoot. Maybe. I don't remember. I've only done this once. In this version of the game at least. So I'm not entirely sure. Memory's kind of foggy on that one as to... I know where I have to go, I can't remember if I do have to shoot anything. I do know for a fact that if it does not completely negate the Plant 42 boss fight, it does make it significantly easier, if nothing else. There's that grenade launcher. So again, I don't know if I'm going to need the grenade launcher, but I'm going to take it just in case. Might have been a good idea to save there too, but we're already out here. It's too late. So now I gotta go back down to the Aqua Ring to get to the plant's roots. And luckily there is a shortcut now. I guess it's the only way to go now. Because as I found out last time is Chris, since I drained the water, that bridge is gone now. So I have to go through this door anyway. I gotta climb down a ladder, and then I'm gonna have to climb up a ladder. This really... It might be an easier way of dealing with Plant 42, but it's definitely not the fastest way of dealing with Plant 42. Oh yeah, it's gotta go up here. Gotta climb back up, climb up another ladder now. If I can find... Oh. I was wondering where the turn was. It wasn't coming up for another few feet yet. Alright, so there actually is another room off of the Aqua Ring up here, which is where the roots are. I believe it's this door. Yep, there's the vines, the roots, or something. Okay, so if I apply V-Jolt... Alright, so now I think I can just go back up to the room where the boss fight with Plant 42 normally is, and I believe I don't even have to fight him now. I think I can just go up there and get the helmet key. But I'm not entirely sure. I've only dealt with Plant 42 this way once in the remake. So my memory is a little foggy. I can't remember if this just completely negates the boss fight, or if it just makes it significantly easier. Yeah, this way. Back up the ladder. Back up another ladder. There's a lot of ladders in this game. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we're right next to the gallery now, so I don't have to climb over those boxes in the other room. Just in case Plant 42 is not dead yet, I am going to equip my grenade launcher. I'm pretty sure it's dead, though. Let's find out. He looks like he's dying. Oh no. Don't tell me I did all that math for no reason. Barry!
What the hell is this thing?
It's Barry! He's gonna save me!
Jill!
Maybe? Wesker, save us! Oh no, Barry's got this. Awesome. So yeah. So now the boss fight it just played out in a cutscene. I didn't even have to fight him. That's pretty cool.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
Good questions, Barry. I don't have any answers for you. Do have this key now, though. Which is the helmet key. So now we get to go back to the mansion. Explore more of the mansion with that. You got anything to say for yourself, Barry?
Barry.
Something about that mansion still bothers me. But I think I'll stay here a little longer. We should split up again and investigate.
Yep.
All right.
Always with the splitting up. Every time. In any horror movie or game, I guess, it's just a good idea to split up. Alright, back to the mansion.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
Wesker, did you
That's
not
what I was
hear me
going to
shouting and asking for your help
Apologize.
when that
That's all I
plant
could do to
monster had
protect
me
myself
and
against
Barry?
those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Guess you were too busy shooting at nothing.
Barry, you sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways.
I know, that's what I'm
Okay, if
gonna
there's
do.
anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
It's what I was planning on doing anyway. Alright. Gonna take a look in the item box, see if there's anything I need to pick up or drop off. I'm gonna make a quick save. And then we're gonna head back to the mansion. I don't need those grenade rounds right now. Go ahead and take out the ink ribbons and save. Alright, don't worry, nothing's wrong with the video, it just goes into that screen when I'm saving. Alright. Drop off the ink ribbons. I don't think I need anything else out of here. No, we're good. Back to the mansion.
Stars Alpha Team. Come in.
This is Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. Doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Can just
Jill to Brad.
you can just
Can
nobody
you hear
hear
me?
Jill. Wesker couldn't
Brad.
hear Jill and she was calling for help. Brad can't hear Jill and she's calling
Brad.
for help.
Shit. It's broken.
I guess the radio's broken. Either that or Brad's just ignoring Jill, but that wouldn't be very nice. Oh, not the dog bites. Those hurt. Those things always hurt more than they should. Use this green herb. Jill really can't take as many hits as Chris can. And now I gotta worry about these snakes that are gonna be trying to bite me. If I zigzag, they won't catch me. Except for that one, he caught me. And he poisoned me. But there's a blue herb over here. Alright, now we're not poisoned anymore. What's this? First aid spray. I was trying to read the note. Use this thing to protect yourself from that bulletproof thing in chains. I went ahead and fixed that piece of crap door too, Barry. Ah, thanks, Barry. You know, you saved us from Plant 42, you leaving us more ammo. I don't know, you're starting to grow on me, Barry. I'm not always sure about you, but sometimes you just do me right, Barry. One more shot ought to do it. Yep, he's dead. Out of shotgun shells now. And Barry fixed this door. That's what he just said in the note that he left. So once again, this door was broken before. I couldn't go through it from this side, but now I can because Barry fixed it. And there's a hunter there. I hear him. Sounding like the Predator over there. Now he's dead. Drop off these first aid sprays. One, two, three, 4, 5 heals in there. I'm gonna go ahead and use that first aid spray. I think this is loaded with acid rounds now, right? Yep. So a cool thing about the grenade launcher, this isn't the way that it works in Remake 2, because in Resident Evil Remake 2 the grenade launcher only holds 1 round at a time. It's a different kind of grenade launcher too, that's probably part of the reason why. But, so if this thing's already loaded with acid rounds, I can just load more acid rounds into it. I believe it actually holds up to 12. I don't think it holds more than 12, but that's a good way to consolidate inventory space. Or consolidate items in your inventory space. Yeah, I think we're good. We don't have any shotgun shells, but we might pick some up somewhere along the way. Head over here and go this way. There's a door we can unlock over here with the helmet key. Oh, I didn't mean to do the quick turn. Push this statue out here. Run back out here, down and around. Press the switch. Bing, bang, boom. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Walk the dinosaur. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Go down the hole. Get in your hole. Open the book. We get the eagle medal. Eagle! November 29th, 1967. We can't get out. I have tried every possible way to escape, but only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde, and those dark, wet, and eerie caves. What can I do? At first I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corridor, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. November 30th, 1967. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. November 31st, 1967. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel and another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit the last match I had to see what it was. A grave, but deeply engraved into the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those guys knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. Name is carved into the small gravestone, George Trevor. There's a switch. Press the switch. And more ladders. Kill it with fire, or acid, I guess. Oh, did he poison me? Nah. So yep, there are shotgun shells over here, so I'm glad I could brought my shotgun. I'm gonna reload that. Every time with the guts. Oh. So what are those footsteps? It's the two zombies in here, obviously. I'll take that dagger. Did I really? Oh, I shot this. I shot the spider too. That's why. That's why I'm out of shotgun shells. All right, I'll equip the grenade launcher again then. Activate the power supply. Yeah, I know it's back online. I just put it back online. Some handgun ammo. I unlocked it. How am I? It's kind of the annoying thing about this part is even as Jill, it's like I don't have enough inventory space to get everything that I'm going to need up here in one go. I'm going to unequip this grenade launcher right now, though, because there's no reason to use high-powered ammo like that on normal zombies. Take a stun gun. Thought it was going to be a knife to the face, but it was a stun gun. Nice. Yep, still only got 2 open inventory slots. So I believe there's grenade rounds in here instead of shotgun shells, and yep, and the magnum ammo. And also the battery that I need. But also a stun gun, which doesn't actually take up inventory space, so we'll take that. I'll go ahead and grab the battery for now, and which is whatever comes up first. Acid shells. So let's find out if will it take more than 12? It will. That is very fortunate. Now we don't have to come back here for these magnum rounds, we can just take them now. So, yeah, I actually wonder what the maximum capacity for the grenade launcher is, though, because I always thought it was 12, but now I've got 15 acid rounds in it. I don't even know how many it can hold, then. That's probably just because I've never had more than 12 of any kind of grenade launcher ammo at a time. That's good, that's going to save us some time. That guy's still alive. Well, he's not. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some stuff off, and then we'll come back to this room up here. That jerk eagle, if you remember him. Drop off the magnum rounds, batteries, eagle, and I want to make sure I have properly consolidated my magnum rounds that time, so there's 12 magnum rounds there, and there's no more magnum rounds anywhere else. Alright, that works. So now we have 2 or 3? 3 open inventory slots. Awesome. Which means I'm going to be able to get everything in here, which I would be able to anyway, because my shotgun's empty. So, assuming it's shotgun shells here, maybe it's not for Jill. It is shotgun. Nope, it's grenade rounds. I lied. Well, we still have enough inventory space, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's see if I can read this file without getting completely tongue-twisted this time. Mail to the Chief of Security. Confidential. Attention Chief of Security. What? Date July. I tried to say date and July at the same time. That's what happened. Date July 22nd, 1998. X day is drawing up on us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW's raw combat data against stars. 2. Collect embryos of each mutated specimens as samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. Ensure complete disposal of the Arclay laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. When the above actions are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to the extension number 5691. Good luck, Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Inc. You don't gotta worry about that jerk eagle moving the dressers back now. Go over here and turn off the lights. I just lock in place, lock in place. Let's try to do this smoother than I did last time too. Yes, I'll take yellow gemstone. Awesome. That one better than it did last time. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the LOI now. Get that MO disc for later. And I realized a split second before that happened that it was gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. I have a stun gun. Where is my auto aim? How are we doing on health? I'm gonna go heal up, guys. Because that... Whew, that went a lot worse than it should have. Use that first aid spray. I'll go ahead and drop off these grenade shells. Take the yellow gemstone again. That was almost really bad. But it's a good thing we had that stun gun. I have a stun gun. I did just waste an ammo there, but an acid shell. But you know, better safe than sorry. Crimson heads are fast. I wanted to make sure it was dead. I got this MO disc for later. How am I doing on inventory? On inventory, do I need to? No, I don't need to. I don't need to stop at an item box yet. And good news is now I really have no reason to come back to this room. Even though the Crimson Head's already dead. But I don't have to worry about that zombie grabbing me when I can't see him. And I don't need the grenade launcher out right now. Switch back to my handgun. What? There we go. Do still have the red gemstone in my inventory, right? Yeah, good. I'm not going to read that file because it's just about the closet with the costumes in it, which doesn't matter. Not right now, anyway. Woo! Oh, he got me. I have a stun gun. Take the box. I don't know if you're dead, but peace out, dude. Put that in there, and now we've got this. I don't know, arrange the pieces puzzle. There's probably a better name for it than that. I just couldn't think of what that might be at the moment. Come on, get in there. There we go. I got the brooch key. And the good news is, right after... Oh, I forgot I was in this room. I forgot that I decided to run out of that room before the zombie got up. So yeah, the good news is, pretty sure after we use this key, it's not like we've got to worry about saving Rebecca. I don't think Barry would need our help if he was in that situation, so we can just go ahead and use this key and actually... Hey, buddy. Hey. Bye. Yeah, so I can actually get the item in the room as soon as I walk into the room instead of having to leave to go save someone. And there's going to be at least one hunter in this room, now that I think about it. So to avoid the same mistake I made last time, I'm going to equip the grenade launcher. He's dead. There is another one, though. I can hear him. Whoa, he came from behind. Alright, now he's dead, too. There shouldn't be a hunter in the next room, because that is... It was the first hunter we encountered, but he's dead. Throw that key away, and this is the metal object. In here, that's what we need. Just walk in this room, and then you just hear from upstairs, Jill, help me! Is that Barry? Is Barry upstairs? Do we know where Barry is? We know where Barry is. Alright, now I got the metal object. I believe there's still one more thing to do in this mansion before we leave it for good. Drop off the metal object, drop up the ammo disc, because we're not going to need that for a while. Nothing else in there that we need. No. Well, maybe. Now that I think about it, maybe. Where were those grenade rounds? Magnum rounds, grenade shells. Alright. And I'm glad I took that extra moment to get those grenade rounds out of the box, because it gave me the time to think about where I have to go next, and now I know where we're going. Going back to the room where we got the armor key, because there is a door in that room that takes the helmet key. Any Crimson Heads in here? No? What about the one that was down here? Actually, I guess not, because he probably would have bothered me earlier. Interesting. So I think the second time you come back to the mansion, I think any zombies that you killed at that point that would have turned to Crimson Heads, I think they just kind of disappear. Which is pretty lucky, actually. Yeah, I guess there's ways to get around Crimson Heads. Not always, but it's like a cool idea, but after a while you kind of know how to deal with them. They're not as intimidating later on. Throw it away. Oh, I hear something. It's Jan again. Yeah, I could not imagine playing this game without auto aim on, with the way these camera angles are. It's like, how am I supposed to aim at something I can't even see? Wow, and we dealt with him a lot easier with Jill than we did with Chris. With Chris, we ran out of shotgun shells and we were taking shots at Jan with our handgun, but we didn't even need those grenade rounds. We didn't even need those grenade rounds. So, I think the takeaway here, at least what I've learned from this experience, is that apparently snakes do not like acid. Go ahead and equip the handgun again for now. So another cool thing that I believe I can do, since there's only one acid round in there, but like say I don't, it's like if I deposited the grenade shells and then I just have this one shot with the acid round, I think what I can do is if I combine the grenade rounds with, yep, so now I got 12 grenade rounds in there and one acid round out here. So that's pretty cool. So that way I can just drop off the acid rounds, or the one acid round, and I've got 12 grenade rounds in my launcher now. And I believe that's the last thing to do in the mansion. So now I've got the battery. I got the 2 metals. I got the stone object. And I gotta go, or not the stone object, the metal object. Now I have to go get the stone ring, which is in the caves. So yeah, it's time to say goodbye to the mansion. And I already played the game as Chris. Now we're playing as Jill. So we're not going to see the mansion again. So just kind of soak up these next few screens, because we really are saying goodbye to the mansion now. Just gonna make one last trip to an item box. Get the battery and the crank. Should I save? I don't need to save yet. I think I'll save when we get to the caves. And I think when we get to the caves, I think that'll be the end of the episode, because it's getting late. I'm getting kind of tired. I think I want to go to sleep. And as much as I'm enjoying this, and it's going by pretty quickly, actually. I just don't know if I have the energy to start a new area right now. But yep, no, I am going this way. But the good news with that is, I know for a fact now that the next episode will be the finale. I am not using the crank yet. I made the same... And it's not just that. There have been a lot of instances where it's like I am doing the same thing in this run as Jill that I was doing the last run as Chris. Just like the same little mistakes like that don't really matter, but it's things that I'm noticing. Put in that battery, go up the elevator. use the square crank. This is really good crank form, Jill. Yeah, back down the elevator. And another ladder. Resident ladder. We're doing on health. Doing great on health. Drop off that square crank. We don't need that anymore. It's old news. I'm gonna save. I could have just used those ink ribbons there. Oh well, now they're consolidated. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Use the ink ribbon. Yaha. Save. Oof. Yeah, I am ready to go to bed. I am a sleepy boy right now. Alright, and that's saved. And that's all the time that we have for this episode. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you guys next time for the Let's Play Resident Evil Remake finale. Thank you again for joining me, and have a good night. Goodbye.